It's hard. Good. This is the moment. You have a choice. Do you let the situation take you over? Or are you going to prove to yourself that you can go through it? Anything in your life that you ever go through, you can make it through. There's nothing impossible in this existence. You can literally do anything. Every door is open for you. Can you see the door is the question. And how do you see the door? Be fully present with life. Life has so many ways to make you feel like the fragment in this existence. It shows you people of high status. It shows you the things you can get and receive so that your soul says, I have something now. First of all, you have a body, you have all these problems, and then you're like so broken because you have to figure all these things out. But you don't have to be burdened to these things. The whole point is that you realize that these things are here to show you how you can grow. Everything here we do is a reason to see ourselves in a different light. And every situation that you have that feels impossible to go through is the biggest blessing to see exactly what you're lacking. And the lesson will keep showing up until you learn it. That's the truth. So for me, it was very hard to live on a little island by myself, just with my parents, with no kids around my age. I dropped out of school. I drank so many ceremonial drinks in my life. And still I was like, what am I doing here? Now I have this awareness of the inner creator that lives within me and everything in this existence. But it doesn't change the fact that I still got to figure out what to do. So I'm sitting there in my room and I'm thinking, I want to leave, I want to leave, I want to leave. And this feeling is brewing up inside of me. And I'm like, I need to go to Bali. I need to find my tribe, because I lived in Bali for 9 months and it changed my life as a teenager. So then I realized that if I want to go to Bali, I have to figure out how to go and travel by myself, and how I can financially support myself, and how I can just start living from a place of, I want my freedom. And that's when I started. I began sketching out ideas. I began posting content online. And within a few years, actually about 1.5 years, I already had 25,000 followers. People started recognizing me on the streets for what I did and who I was. And that gave me enough kind of resources to be able to do that. And it changed my life. And that's why, of course, now I want to go again and have the same experience. But this time, understanding that the point of progress begins with the acceptance of the slow pace. Because that slow pace is the thing that makes you actually be aware of what's going on. It makes you realize that there's something bigger right now for you. You have to slow down and see it and catch that moment. Because unless you do, you're just going to be sitting there in your room all day. Nothing's going to happen. The most important thing is don't let the dopamine take you over. Don't let the short distractions take you over, or you settle in for a comfortable life. Because if you really want something good, you have to do something in this physical existence. And that doesn't mean scrolling is doing. Sometimes scrolling is bypassing the whole point of silence. The whole point of stagnation is that you realize that this is the time to slow down. So every day I sit down in my room and I start meditating for 1 hour every day. I recommend to anybody to do it Vipassana if you haven't, to really understand how the breath works and how to do this practice correctly. So you get the most benefits out of every hour that you sit. And of course I finish my stretching, I do all my movement and stuff like that, and then I go take my cold shower and I'm ready for the day. I eat healthy food and I make sure my foundation for my life is good. So once your foundation for your life is good, then you can start other things. You can actually ask yourself, what do I want? There's no more, I need to, I have to, I must. You just do what you want to do. And then all the reasons why you can't is just an opportunity to find a solution. And once that mindset changes in you, you change the whole atmosphere of how you play the game of life. Because this is absolutely the place to play. This is not the place to just sit down and suffer, because you came here, you have a limited time amount. There's a clear death approaching you. And that's not to fear, but that's to embrace a gift in front of you to live this life. And that's when the attitude changes. It's not I have to, I must do. It's I get to and I choose to. So then you understand that within the silence comes the biggest answers. And if you can accept it and stay in that silence for a week, a month, or even half a year, sometimes more. Oh, I'm glad I didn't have to stay that long, but things come up. So opportunities start coming. You start seeing new angles, but let the silence give you the lesson. Let the silence teach you the way. That's what I'm here to leave you off of.